Hey friends, welcome to Labor Laws lecture series, and as you aware, we are discussing KSLU LLB syllabus here, and this entire syllabus of Labor Law 1 is divided into 5 units. We already covered Unit 1 in detail, and now we are covering Unit 4. We will come back to Unit 2 and Unit 3 later. Let's look into a syllabus of Unit 4. Unit 4, right? Unit 4 is deals with majorly on a social security related laws. The basic syllabus of Unit 4 is divided into three areas. One is concept and importance of social security, influence of ILO, and constitution mandate. This is an introductory part of Unit 4, and then we have Employee Compensation Act of 1923, where we discuss in detail about the sections of Employee Compensation Act, and then we have Employee State Insurance Act of 1948. So let's start our discussion with the concept and importance of Social Security. Okay, so we all know, right, why labor legislations will be passed and what is the purpose of it. Labor legislations, it is a body of laws. There is no only one single law under labor legislations. We have multiple laws under labor legislations. These all are because the basic purpose behind these labor laws is to give a better working condition, give a proper industrial relationship, and to give a better wages and give a social security at the end of the career of an employee, etc. So all these labor legislations we broadly grouped into a 6 categories. The first category is a industrial relation related labor legislation. The second category is a wages related. In industrial relation, we have trade union and industrial dispute. In case of wages, we have Minimum Wages Act, Bonus Act, and Equal Remuneration Act. In case of work conditions and working condition and environment, Factories Act deals with that. And welfare and uh, laws related to deprived and disadvantaged sections, we have a child labor. And now the most important one is this one, the social security laws, which are related to providing a social security to an employee at the time of retirement or happening of an uncertain events during the employment. There are 5 major social security laws in India. One is Employee Compensation Act, Employee State Insurance Act, Employee Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act, Payment of Gratuity Act, and Maternity Benefit Act. And the last section is the miscellaneous and other laws, which is deals with the child labor prohibition and apprentice act, etc. Okay, there are many laws. Just for reference, I have given you selected acts here. Mainly from a social security perspective, we have 5 laws, and in the Unit 4 we are going to discuss about the first two. One is Employee Compensation Act and the second one is Employee State Insurance Act. In earlier, Employee Compensation Act was known as Workman Compensation Act, but now it is known as Employees Compensation Act of 1923. Okay, what is the importance of social security laws? We know what is labor laws and the entire gamut of labor laws. Social security laws is a one set of labor laws. If it is a whole universe of labor laws, this one is security or social security related laws. Okay, there are many others, but our subject area is now social security laws. So what is social security laws? Social security is the protection that a society provides to individual and households to ensure access to health care and guarantee a income security, particularly in case of old age, unemployment, sickness, work injury, maternity, or loss of a breadwinner. Right, in any situation, right, as long as employee is working, it is fine. But when he retired at the time of a old age, if he loses a job, if there is an illness, if there is an injury at the time of a employment, if there is a maternity benefit for a ladies, need of a maternity benefit for ladies, or a loss of a breadwinner, if there is any damage happens to a breadwinner. So in these cases, there should be some security should be given to a dependent or a employee, as the case may be, So the laws which are related to providing this kind of security is called as a social security law. And this kind of social security, ILO and UN both have declared that it is a basic human right. Every employee or every human being look for social security, what happens in the future, how he is secured in his future life, right? For that, UN and ILO both have agreed that this is a basic human right, and this has become a universal challenge in the modern world now. Especially developed countries have a lot of facilities with respect to a social security, but the economies like informal economies which are very popular in developing worlds, they are seeing a lack of social security coverage. So as we discussed earlier also, right, the social security was declared as a major human right in ILO's declaration of Philadelphia, and at the same time UN also declared that, UN Human Rights Council also declared that it is one of the important right for every human being. The social security is a must for everyone. Here is a list of ILO, International Labour Organization policies, which deals with the social security of workers. One is the Social Security Convention 1952, the Equality of Treatment 1962, Employment Injury Convention, Survivor Benefit Convention, Medical Care Sickness Convention, Maintenance of Social Security and Right Convention, Employment Promotion and Protection Against Unemployment Convention, the Job Creation in a Small and Medium Scale Enterprises Recommendations, Maternity Protection Convention. These are the few policies of ILO, and most of the companies, right, most of the companies or most of the countries, when they enact the acts, most of the countries when enact the act, they will consider all the policies and guidelines given by ILO. At the same time, before drafting this, right, let's look into, before getting into a social security laws in India, let's look into a constitution of India, where all they said about, where all they discussed about the social security of an employee and the social statuses of an employee, equal treatment of an employee and other things. Okay, there are two areas in a constitution which covers about social status of an employee and the social security of an employee. One is fundamental right and the another one is the directive principles of state policies. As you guys already aware of what is fundamental, what are fundamental rights and what are directive principles of state policies, I don't get into detail here. I highlighted few fundamental rights which talks about equal opportunity, security and other things. One is equality before law. This is one of the fundamental right. Prohibition of a discrimination on the grounds of religion, sex, race, caste, place of birth, age, etc. Abolition of untouchability, equal opportunity in public employment, freedom of assembly, freedom of forming association and union, no child labor. These all are fundamental rights which are discussed in Indian Constitution. At the same time, there are certain directive principles which are suggested in Indian Constitution are state to secure a social order for promotion of welfare of the people, no concentration of wealth, equal pay, equal work, better working condition and maternity relief, participation of workers in management, equal justice and legal aid. So based on all these fundamental rights and directive principles which are stated in Indian Constitution, now we have 5 social security related laws in India. Okay, the first one is the Employee Compensation Act of 1923, and then Employee State Insurance Act of 1948. Then followed by we have Employee Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act 1952, the Payment of Gratuity Act of 1952, and then finally the Maternity Benefit Act of 1961. And these laws have seen a major amendments in the last 50-60 years, and they got updated as per the recent requirements. That's all about the introduction about labor laws and the social security laws in India. And in the next video, we will discuss about the Employee Compensation Act of 1923. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please put your questions in a comment box. Thank you.